What if I told you Liverpool just scored 5 at Anfield and Sky Sports still managed to turn it into a full-blown debate about the future of this team? Yeah, this wasn't just celebration. This was analysis with edge. And if you watched it closely, you could feel something bigger brewing. No, they went deep. They went emotional. They went controversial. First of all, let's get this straight. 5 goals, 5 at Anfield. Set pieces sharp, attacking transitions electric, the crowd alive. When Liverpool go 3-0 up at home, you expect cruise control, right? Calm possession, game management, professional closeout. But Sky pointed out something interesting. Even at 3-0, Liverpool didn't look comfortable. That word kept coming up, comfortable. And you know what? They weren't completely wrong. 3-1, then 4-1, then 4-2, and suddenly you're sitting there thinking, hold on, why is this still open? Why does this feel tense? That's the thing with this version of Liverpool. They don't slow down. They don't suffocate games. They keep attacking, relentless, aggressive, almost chaotic. But here's where Sky took it in a different direction. They shifted the spotlight onto individuals. Ekitike, massive praise, called a pure footballer, ice-cold mentality, even comparisons floating around about him being potentially better than Isak. That's not small talk, that's heavy praise on national television. They were talking about composure, swagger, confidence, and you could feel it. This kid excites people. Then came the sensitive part. Salah, 10 league games without a goal, and the question dropped. Has he lost that explosive edge? That's when you could feel the tone shift. They acknowledged his legacy, called him one of the best Premier League players ever. But they also said something that sticks. Everyone gets older. That's not disrespect. That's football reality. And when Frimpong came on and stretched defenses with raw pace, the contrast was obvious. Now here's the key difference in Sky's reaction compared to the ESPN tone. Sky weren't warning about collapse. They weren't saying Liverpool are in danger. They were framing it as evolution, transition, the next phase. Young energy pushing through, legends adapting. That's a different narrative. Because despite the chaos, despite the tension moments, despite the debate, Liverpool still scored 5. That doesn't happen by accident. That's structure, that's coaching, that's attacking identity. And Sky also made it clear. In this race for Champions League spots, they don't believe certain rivals are better than Liverpool. That confidence matters. So, what are we really seeing here? A team in decline or a team evolving into something different? Maybe not the slow, suffocating machine of previous eras, but something more unpredictable, more explosive, more fearless. And sometimes unpredictability is power. So, let me ask you, is this Liverpool side chaotic in a dangerous way or chaotic in a champion's way? Is the solid debate fair or premature? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to Liverpool Stand for more real, unfiltered Liverpool analysis. UNWA.